Hey, what's up, everybody? We're the Unintelligent Graduates. This is Sir Esther's.
I'm Black Pino J.
These scripts.
Alright, let's get this show started. Hey, B Scripts, why your name say Susie?
My wife was using a Zoom call the other day to talk with her family, so I forgot to change that. So today you might as well call me Susie Scribs or B Susie.
B Susie. That's what the script means.
Yeah, B Susie.
Bro, hey, when he came in, I sent the links out to everybody to join in the Zoom chat, and then the first name popped up. Susie wants to join. I said, "Nigga, no
fucking Susie.
Ain't nobody." You a goddamn lie, Susie. You ain't coming in this goddamn chat.
Hey, I don't know what's going on with Susie over there in San Antonio, man. I don't know what's going on.
She happy, man.
How your week been, Black?
Man, it's good, bro. Just fucking watching this election shit is mind numbing, like Biden said earlier, yesterday.
Just be patient. Be patient.
I'm trying to, cause like my body is forcing itself to shut down at times. Cause I went to sleep. I forced myself to go to bed around like 11, and I woke up because I have to do like overtime at work and shit. So I was gonna wake up like around 3:00, do my 4 hours of overtime, and then get back to it, man. I looked up at the clock. I said, man, fuck this shit. I woke up, bro. I woke up like 15 minutes before we actually got on the meeting and shit. Mm-hmm. My body was like saying, go to sleep. Go to sleep, nigga. Kind of like Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames did fucking your boy, damn, what's the nigga name? Baby Boy.
Yeah.
Like stuck up on a nigga behind the couch. That's how my sleep doing me right now.
That scene when he walks
I've been watching like, you know how you fall asleep with ESPN on? The TV was watching me, man. Like
TV watching me.
The TV was watching me, dog. The elections is so crazy because I was like, I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like when it first started, all the Trump supporters were so happy that he was winning.
Oh yeah.
They were doing fist bumps at work and all that. Like, you know, they wouldn't let you know. They wouldn't let you know or show out, but they were doing like, you could just tell, be like, okay, yeah, they happy.
Nah, bro, hold on. They're Trump supporters. They were hugging without masks. What are you talking about?
Yeah. They're straight on mouth kissing and shit.
And then when the ballots started showing, absentee ballots started coming in.
Yeah.
You could tell by like, man, this don't seem right. This don't look right. They started changing on them day by day.
Biden people started elbow bumping and sniffing each other's hair and stuff.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, dog. We've been talking mess at work, dog.
Hey, I bet everybody who supported 45, the attitudes changed. They got a little bit more meaner, more aggressive.
Hey, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that a little later on in the show, though.
But
so let's get on to
let's find out what B Square's been doing besides changing his goddamn name to Susie Q.
What's up, B?
So what you been doing this weekend, though?
Man, I just working on my gaming stream mostly. I sent Jay a couple of videos.
Man, them shit
of what some stuff I pulled out this week, and I got a bunch more I need to upload still to my YouTube at B Scribs.
Call this nigga dead shot. This motherfucker straight up dead shot, bro. That shit was insane.
But I've been working on it, man. I've been working on that. I've been working on my chef skills some, but with daughter and all that. Every day is a new day to learn, I say. So I always try to learn something every day.
Well, we ready to get this show started? Are we ready to talk about these topics, these segments?
Let's go.
Oh, let's go then. Alrighty, right, guys. Well, let's first get on to this RIP. King Von, who was an up-and-coming rapper from Chicago. Basically, he got into a violent confrontation outside an Atlanta nightclub that ended in gunfire, and he was shot. And it's a sad situation. And, TMZ, they had to post videos of it and stuff like that. And the scene from the video, from what I've seen, is that they jumped, like they got into it in the club and it went outside, and they were whooping on some dude. They were beating him up, it looked like. And dude came back with a pistol and started shooting. And King Von, he got shot and they brought him in the car and he died at the hospital, fleeing the scene.
Well, they said, the other reports I saw that it was an altercation with the officers or some shit. So maybe the officers got involved.
That's when it first came out. Yeah. But the officers was off duty and they got into it with another, another crew that was beefing with.
Yeah, the officers were the security guards at the club. They were
they was off duty security guards. Turn camera back on, man.
I know. My bad, man. Susie. What are you doing over there, Susie?
My bad, cut.
Yeah, it's a sad situation because he was getting a lot of hype, man.
He was good though, bro.
He getting a lot of hype, but he also got a lot of karma coming his way. I mean, we were talking about this a few weeks ago.
Hey, you live by the gun, you die by the gun.
All I know is it works. Scribbs pointed it out, so I'm thinking Scribbs got the death note.
Don't put that on me.
And that's what the Scribbs. That's what the Scribbs really stands for. He scribbles your name in that goddamn book, and then
piss me off. That's right.
This motherfucker's L, and he got that fucking demon. The demon's in this damn bathroom right now, eating apples, taking dookies.
Oh man, New Master 69. That's right. You getting written in my book.
You want to camp? You want to camp?
Like, man, like if you never listen to Crazy Story, I highly recommend it. Like, it's a hard song.
He had skills, man.
Yeah, he had a bunch of he had skills, man. Like he was one of the big rappers out of Chicago, man, from Old Block.
Old Block, but everybody be dying on the Old Block.
It's real in the field out there, dog.
So that's two rappers from Chi-Town that got dropped. Those are one cat like a couple months ago.
It was a bunch of them. It's so many. It's hard
sad, to name. They're young rappers too, bro.
He was only 26.
Yeah.
It's sad. R.I.P. King Von, and he just dropped the album like last month, and it's dope. Like everybody, check it out, man. Like I said again, R.I.P. And let's get on to Stone Cold Steve Austin documentary. It's on the way. So basically, they're having a documentary on Stone Cold Steve Austin from the producers of ESPN's The Last Dance. Former WWE announcer Lillian Garcia revealed the news during an interview where she said she would be part of the new film. And if you can, tell me what you expect from this film.
A lot of beer drinking, some knee braces,
ass whooping,
and some give me a hell yeah.
Dropping people on a stack of dimes they call a neck.
Yeah, I didn't know he retired.
Speaking of wrestlers, shout out to our new Twitter follower, Sergeant Slaughter, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Yo,
Joe.
If
they make it as good as The Last Dance, I would surely. Well, I'm gonna watch it anyway. But the producers of The Last Dance, they made The Last Dance so good, I'm gonna watch it either way. I hope it comes on Netflix.
Dude, Stone Cold.
He changed wrestling, dude.
He changed wrestling, and it was like right before The Rock came out.
Yeah.
And then when just watching his interactions with Vince McMahon, and Vince, like he was like that bad employee that you couldn't get rid of. You know what I mean?
Because he was too good.
Tyler's always in the back. Tyler's always in the back smoking cigarettes in the storeroom. You know, so that's what Stone Cold was.
You know, yeah, you had that one, like you always have like all the managers had that one employee. You be like, man, I can't get rid of this motherfucker.
That was me.
Can't get rid of his ass.
That was me back where we used to work. It was me.
It was you. Hey, yeah, it was you. A release date have not yet been determined. But best believe a lot of crazy stuff, man.
I'm gonna watch that one, bro. Stone Cold was that dude.
Yeah, Stone Cold got his, and then Hulk Hogan got his biography too, coming out with Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
It's just something about when Stone Cold used to just bust in, like when a motherfucker, like, you know, motherfuckers want to do their monologue in the ring and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm going to come to SummerSlam, and I'm coming after you, Chris Jericho. And the fucking glass breaks, and then the motherfuckers, they just look in fear.
And he walked down there.
Yeah, because you don't know what the fuck
The knee brace, the swag walk he had going.
Yes.
As soon as you see that motherfucker bald ass head and a fucking leather biker vest to start running into the ring with a rattlesnake on his damn back, something's gonna happen.
That's gonna stun at everybody. Right. That's gonna stun at everybody.
Flipping them off and stunning them. Yeah.
Smashing beer cans. Hey, that dude.
Or showing up with a beer truck and spraying them all with beer.
He might be like a Trump mascot. Like that. That's what, when I see like MAGA stuff, I see a Stone Cold Steve Austin, but that motherfucker, he was cool as shit, bro.
Dude, the 90s changed wrestling, man.
I don't even drink beer, man, but he made beer and drinking look cool as shit.
The late 90s to early 2000s really changed. That was the golden.
Hell yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait for that shit to come out.
I can't wait for it. So let's get on to. I know, Black, you're happy about the Xbox coming out, and B Script, he's happy about the PS5. But
I'm happy about all of them, though.
Okay,
this is changing the game, though.
Just come on to the right side, dude.
I'm gonna eventually get both.
Okay.
I just gotta get Xbox first.
Forbes
I've been reading more about the PS5, and there's some upsetting stuff that people are finding out about it that they've been getting. But I mean, you can't change your background theme on the PS5 for some reason.
That's weird.
Well, and they gave a couple of reasons why you really don't need to buy it. Both systems. Yeah, basically they're saying these are a couple of them. The launch lineup is pretty thin. Meaning not enough games. Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed again. Pre-orders are being delayed also, which is the system. And basically saying these are just a rough draft of what the systems are going to actually look like. And waiting could be a better deal because, they always have bugs in them and stuff like that.
Bundles. Especially, they end up coming out with bundles.
And it has real big caps, especially the Xbox.
Big caps. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Big caps. Like, this is a big cap. But
and they also say, don't forget about the Nintendo Switch. So they give a couple reasons. It's in Forbes magazine. It gives a couple reasons why you shouldn't buy
it. I bought the Xbox One. The Xbox One. I bought the OG. Not the OG, but I bought the original Xbox One on launch. Didn't have an issue. I bought the PS2 on launch. I didn't have issues, but I was in that long ass line.
I've had the first gen PS4.
I bought the Nintendo Switch on launch day, and I haven't had any real issues with it. It's just, I think it's a preference. Sometimes I think results may vary with the people. Yeah, there might be buzz, and I think they say that because the Red Ring of Death issue with the 360.
Yeah,
and ever since then, everybody's been like, "Yeah, you shouldn't get them on the first day," but I think if you want it, get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I really haven't had any big problems out of my PS4.
You don't use it. That's why you don't get no problems out of it. You only use it for Netflix.
Dude, I got a first gen PS4 since launch, and it's finally starting to shit out on me. Ironically, right as the PS5's coming out, like it takes forever for like just the menu to like let me save a video now and stuff like that. But a couple things people have been upset about the PS5 is that it was said it had 800 something gigabytes storage out of the box, but really
the OS eating it up.
It's only got 600 something gigabytes storage when you get it because 200 something's used by the system. Xbox stuff's had a bunch of glitches and bugs going on with it. I've heard little stuff though, but it's still like it's having trouble with streaming or voice or party chats and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
little things. The PS5, a lot of people are upset that you can't do the themes in the background so far.
So, but you guys could do that on the PS4 though, right?
Yeah, but they won't let you do that on the PS5. Like I was like 5 things you haven't been able to do on the PS5 that you're able to do on the PS4. That like those were a couple other things so far, but they'll get that all figured out and fixed.
I don't know, man. It's like, for me, what's making me want, besides like most of my friends are on Xbox, another reason what makes me just stay on Xbox is that they're more consumer friendly than Sony is. Because like from jump, Xbox or Microsoft has been pushing like backwards compatibility with the promise of being able to play like OG Xbox games in the future, and then now they've reached that, they have attained that goal. Because I can play Fusion Frenzy if I wanted to, and that's a fun ass party game. But with PlayStation, they're saying only a select few PlayStation 4 games are going to be able to be backwards compatible. And then in some cases, like Spider-Man, like not Miles Morales, but the last one that came out, you can't. It's not backwards compatible. You have to practically rebuy it, and when you rebuy it, your saves, like all the suits, all the collectibles that you collected in Spider-Man won't transfer over to the PS5. Which is, it's like, how the hell? Why would you do that to your people like that? You know what I mean?
I forgot another thing they said about the PS5 was that you can't switch from game to game and then go back and it's still be in the same spot.
For real?
Like you'll be able to do on the Xbox.
See, that's a feature I like too, because I do that. Like, I'll have like multiple games up. Like mainly I'm playing Apex or I'm playing GTA, and then I'll switch over to Elite Dangerous, and then I'll switch over to I'm still playing Scourgebringer, which is dope as shit. And just Xbox right now, I can jump in between two games if I'm lucky. But now you can just jump. You can jump in right where you left off, no issues and shit.
Yes, see that from what I've read is that the PlayStation doesn't do that yet. But
so it's weird, man. But I know it's part of it is the hardware, because we talked about it before. Is like to me, how I look at these two systems is like you got a V8 muscle car, like a GTO. You know what I mean? And then you got like a V6, like a supercharged V6, and that's the PlayStation 5 is like that supercharged V6. They're both are gonna do the same shit. They're gonna be fast as shit. You're gonna get some dope ass experiences out of them. It just depends on how do you want to play it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the PlayStation is gonna have the VR stuff and stuff. I feel like that's the big difference draw between the two. Like if you do the VR stuff and all that, definitely.
And the PSVR is actually dope, man. Like the local arcade here, like before the pandemic hit, I used to take my kids out there, and they had a PSVR, and just watching these kids like interact and watching them have their first experience in a video game. It's pretty dope. Like when I had my first experience with a video game, when I played like Nintendo shit, like that shit blew my fucking mind. Okay. And then watching my kids get their minds blown on like VR, it's pretty dope to see. And then with the entry point, like what was like $200 to get the PSVR.
Yeah,
like a whole bundle. The entry point is so easy to get into versus like getting like a high end gaming PC and an Oculus and shit. So I mean, there's some. Each side has their pros and their cons and shit. It just depends like how you want to play.
The PlayStation Iron Man game, the VR Iron Man game.
I saw that. Dope. That shit did look dope.
That is real dope. My buddy's got it for his kid, and he was like video chatting me, showing me how it works. It's really, really dope. I
think this is when motherfuckers started going into the exclusives and shit, like the whole Avengers and Spider-Man thing. When the Avengers DLC did that whole Spider-Man is only coming to the PlayStation. That's like, why would you do that to the fans in general? And then with
because Sony owns the rights.
No, they don't though. That's the crazy part.
Well, I mean
they own the movie rights, but not the game rights or the merchandising rights. It's weird, but they went where the money's at. But when you hear about negative stories like that, or like another negative, like on Xbox, to be fair about it, the external hard drive deal, like you can hook up an external hard drive, but if you want to hook up a SSD drive, you can't do it like PlayStation.
No.
You have to buy like a proprietary memory card. It looks like a fucking GameCube memory card. And that motherfucker's like $200 for a card that's like this big. Like, why do that to your people? Why can't we just put in the SSD like a PlayStation player can do, you know? But it just boils down, do you like Pepsi or Coke? That's how I look at it.
True.
I know James like the Coke.
The Coke is better.
Hey, now Pepsi better. Well, I don't drink soda anyway, but if I choose soda,
Diet Dr. Pepper is the best.
Hey, man, speaking of soda, bro, hey, we had, like, my wife had bought pizza last night, and she had a Pepsi, like a regular Pepsi. I hadn't been drinking sodas. I've been drinking seltzer water and shit. So I finally drank a Pepsi. Bro, why? It messed my whole stomach up, bro. I was up and hurting, bro.
Bubbling.
No, it wasn't even bubbling. It was just my stomach wasn't feeling right. I guess because it hadn't had that kind of sugar in so long.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I felt like I was like going through withdrawals and shit, bro.
Dude, yeah, man. You take like a Topo Chico and put like a Mio water thing in there. It tastes just as good as like a soda, man.
Damn, bro, that shit fucked me up, bro.
A lot more healthy for you. So
hey.
I thought I had Corona. I drank the damn Pepsi.
Corona.
Now let's get on to this this topic that's on IGN. Basically, we have our own Pokemon trainer. So Pokemon Go has earned $1 billion in 2020 and it's having its best year yet. IGN posted that Pokemon Go has earned nearly $4.2 billion in player spending globally since 2016.
Thanks to Black Pino J and Curtis.
Hell yeah, shout out to Curtis. hey, we friends on Pokemon Go too, bro. Hey, Pokemon Go's that shit, man. I gotta update my shit though.
They have rankings like the US is ranked number 1 for 109 million installs.
Holy
Brazil
smokes.
is in number 2 with 65.2 million.
Dude, Brazil,
and Mexico is number 3 at 37.3 million.
I'm telling you, hey, you guys need to get a Pokemon Go, bro.
Dude, people in Brazil got me crazy walking through the rainforest trying to look for Pokemon. There's snakes and alligators and all that.
I mean, they got their own. Brazil and Australia got their own Pokemon, you know what I mean?
But I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it having its biggest year. I can see it's having its biggest year because of the pandemic. You really can't talk to nobody. And
they changed some features on it because of the pandemic, so it made it easier to catch Pokemon like around your house, so you can just sit down and do the shit.
Oh, for real?
So there's things that they've done to change it up.
What's the correlation between Pokemon Go players now and weight gain? Since the whole. Well,
if you base it off of me, not much.
The whole thing was we're supposed to get kids outside and get exercise. That was the whole thing.
Hey, wow!
If you basing that metric off of me, don't. Because
hey, and you know on that test, and that test at work already said you was obese, man.
I know, man.
You remember
that? How you blast like that, motherfucker? Get down.
I'm past obese. I'm like, damn, he gained that much weight.
You see how these skinny people do? They come out, hey, man, you know when they did it, you was obese. Nigga, shut up.
Bro, you remember the video of the dude that spent like $900 on Ubers to play Pokemon Go, and his wife or his sister that he lived with was calling him out on it? He's like, well, I needed snacks, and that is one of the funniest videos you'll ever watch, and sad at
the same time. Hey, I'm for real. Like, man, Pokemon Go is that shit, bro. It's like me when Pokemon came out. I used to buy the trading cards for my little brothers and shit. And we used to watch like the anime and all that shit. And we used to talk about like what if Pokemon were real? Like, what would you do? And nigga, it's almost there. Like
they need Street Fighter Go, man, where like you make your own Street Fighter avatar and you walk up to people.
It's called 4 Shots of Jaeger in the club
in Atlanta.
Hey, all Pokemon trainers out there, do your thing, because basically you're spending money instead of making money.
Not really. I mean, it depends on who the player is. See, I'm not the one to spend the money.
Pokemon Go just made more money than America did in the last year. Let's think about that.
What?
Because we're like 3.8 trillion in debt now or something like that.
Ooh. Hey.
Oh.
Switching over the topic.
I know, right?
Let's get on to Lashana Lynch. She's been confirmed as the new 007. So basically, Lashana Lynch, she played in Captain Marvel. If I'm not mistaken, she played the best friend of Captain Marvel. And basically, to be clear, this does not mean that her character Nomi will be the new James Bond. Basically, James Bond is in retirement.
Yeah.
And basically, he's in exile, and she's just playing the part for the movie. So, but it's interesting to have a black actress and a female playing the lead role.
It's big.
It's big news, bro.
But James Bond is in retirement, but what it is that he ends up having to save MI6 or whatnot still. It's what happens. And he finds out this is his replacement, and that basically that ends up being his partner if you watch the trailer. Like, so it's still about James Bond. It's just also about the new 007 agent and them working together.
So it's Halo 5 with James Bond.
Sort of.
Because that's what happened in Halo 5. Halo 5 was like Master Chief he's been replaced with the black dude that plays Luke Cage, and he's the new Spartan or whatever. But then there's more of a team up. That's pretty much what it sounds like. I guess this would be a good way to introduce her in there, and if Daniel Craig is going to be out after this one, I would be down with her being a 007 because I remember when motherfucker just mentioned Idris Elba.
He better be the next 007, damn it.
Yeah,
they mentioned his ass on Twitter, and then the motherfucking internet lost their goddamn mind.
He's such a good actor, dog.
He got that swag, bro.
I didn't even know he was British. I didn't even know he was British.
You didn't know that?
Like, I watched him on The Wire.
He's a British DJ rapper, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can DJ, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, he raps, too, bro.
Yeah, he raps, too. Like, there's a UK rapper named Wally. Yeah. He's on his song. Like,
Triple
I didn't know he was British, like, till you actually said it, and you really hear him talk. Because on
Shout
The Wire.
Out to show Luther, fantastic show. Everybody better watch it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, he got that show Luther, man. You should know he's British.
Fantastic show.
I never watched
The Office.
I never watched it.
In The Office, did he have a British accent in The Office? No,
I never watched The Office.
No. What?
I never watched The Office.
Nigga, get off the chat. Get off the chat.
I know about him from The Wire. That's how I knew about him.
You fired, Toby. You fired.
I knew about him at Stringer Bell. That's how I knew about
Toby from The Office. You remind
Stringer
me
Bell,
of
dude.
HR,
Stringer Bell.
HR.
I watched The Wire. Y'all watched The Office? I watched The Wire
a little bit.
I watched The Wire a little bit. It's just when Omar, it wasn't even the gay stuff. Well, no, it was the gay stuff at first.
Hey, Omar was gangster, bro. I don't care what
he was gangster shit, and it was just it was mad confusing, bro. He was gangster shit, and it's like, oh shit, Omar's here.
So wait, Omar was
and Omar was walking in the middle of the goddamn street with a shotgun. I said, this nigga.
They killed his boyfriend. They killed his boyfriend, man.
So I know, but then just the next scene, like the couple scenes over, he mouth kissing the dude. I'm like, what is happening?
Hey, let you know.
Because when I was growing up, hard ass niggas they got bitches, and Omar.
I ain't gonna lie.
That shit.
Hey, when I was in high school, there was a big gay dude. Nobody fucked with that big gay dude. They might have talked about that gay dude behind his back, but did they fuck with that big gay dude? No.
Hey, I don't know. It's just the way society.
Hey, there's some gay gangsters now. There's some gay gangsters.
Yeah, and I got schooled on that. Because like I brought that up to
Dr. Dre.
Nigga, chill. I brought that up to one of my homeboys. He's from New York.
Yeah,
and I talked about it. He said, "Oh no," he said, "Bro," he says, "Gay dudes are gangster as hell." And he used to tell me about just gay gangsters that be hanging like they be running the block and shit.
Yeah.
And I said, "Man," he said, "Man, no, that's just real." I said, "All right," I left it alone.
You got to think about it. What's more scary than being shot to death? Being raped to death. that to me is more scary.
I think you're talking about the other show, Oz. I think that's what you.
Either way, I'm just saying.
I never watched Oz. I never watched it.
That's gangster.
And another reason why I couldn't finish The Wire is because I didn't have HBO. And
hey, The Wire.
My access.
Hey, whenever you want to borrow the first season, man, let me know I had the first season.
Then he got the rest on bootleg.
Well, I got HBO Max now, so I can watch. I can watch that shit now.
The best season. I didn't start watching it till like season 4. That's when I started watching it. And then I was like, dude, I gotta go back.
Anything I got on season is on.
It was slow though. That's like The Wire was just so slow. Like Omar aside, because I mean he was doing some gangster ass shit regardless. But just Omar aside, it was just, to me, it just didn't ramp up as fast as I wanted it to.
The Wire is probably the most realest gangster shows ever.
Speaking of gangster shows,
I'm gonna be real. I didn't know Baltimore was that. I didn't know Baltimore was that lit. I didn't know it was that lit.
Shows though, Donald Glover was talking about season 3 and 4 coming out about Atlanta.
Let's get on to it.
The damn good show, bro.
That's a good show, bro. I love it.
Yeah, Atlanta was dope. Atlanta's hella dope.
So they're gonna do.
Basically, he's saying, it's been in the works.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying Atlanta season 3 and 4. He says as good as Sopranos, the only ones who can touch us. And he tweeted that on Twitter Friday.
That's what he said. Okay, because when I was reading, I was like, nigga, that's the name of the season. Sopranos can only touch us. But he's saying that's the only series that comes close.
That's a big statement.
That's a big statement, bro.
Hey, Atlanta's dope, man.
I love Atlanta, bro. I love Atlanta.
Great show.
Especially when dude got robbed. He was like, hey, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm sorry, dude. He said you gotta
on the first season.
I gotta do it, bro. I'm sorry.
On the first season.
Hey, he's talking so calmly to him. He's talking so calmly to him while robbing him.
Hey, man,
it's crazy because it's that mix of comedy and drama at the same time. Like
Donald Glover's genius writing. Like, dude is a genius.
When Donald Glover's character got arrested and he was sitting in the lockup with everybody, and then there was that one
dude. That's a man.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember all that stuff we used to do. And all that, man. Do you still be doing that? Dude, that's a man, dog.
That's a man.
That ain't no man. Dude. Why is this fool locked in here with us? He said, why is he in here locked up with us and not the females? Man, there ain't no man, dude. I ain't gay. Da-da-da. He said, I'm gonna shake you.
He said, hey man, that's some gay shit. He said,
hey dude, hey wildin'.
Hey, Guava Island, by the way, is a pretty interesting movie if you haven't seen it.
Which one?
Guava Island with Rihanna.
Yeah, is that on Amazon Prime?
That's what This Is America came from. Like the actual music video is in that movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a musical. It's like an interesting musical about being in, I believe, the Bahamas. Like,
I think so.
Somewhere like that, and it's pretty good if you watch it.
I'm gonna check it out.
Okay.
Great acting.
I just thought it was like a love story shit. I ain't really into romantic movies and shit. Like,
episode 3 and episode 4 is coming out sooner than later. So let's get on to the
season.
Oh my God!
You said episode 3 and 4. Like what?
I mean season 3 and 4. Apologies. Well, let's get on to these ESPN implementing massive layoffs. So, do all y'all still watch ESPN?
Yes, I do. And I'm glad they're laying off, the Cowboys, the Jaguars, the Giants. Shout out to my boy Quinn. Y'all had a terribly good season for the Cowboys. It's over with now. Either way, man.
Hey, man, leave that man alone, man.
But they're going to be firing, man.
You're going to be reported and blocked, motherfucker.
Can they fire Max Kellerman for all the Wentz hating he be doing all the time?
Man? Hey, they said they laid off 300 employees, and they said they had 200 positions open, but they currently closed them.
Damn.
So what kind of jacked up stuff is that, though?
I mean, they're owned by Disney, and Disney had that, like, they laid off, like, 20-something thousand park employees and shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the money, COVID is fucking the money up, bro. COVID is
Can you imagine them laying off Donald Duck? Like, look, Donald, we ain't got the money to pay you anymore. Like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, this is like, sorry, man, we ain't got the like, dude, hey, we gotta cut somebody. You ain't fitting into our new plans. So
Sorry, Donald. We are restructuring.
Yeah.
And we're going in a new direction.
Going to DuckTales and stuff again, you know.
He's part of DuckTales. He's part of DuckTales.
Yeah.
How is he going to feed Huey, Dewey, and Louie, man?
Scrooge McDuck.
Uncle Scrooge ain't finna pay them money, man.
This is ridiculous.
Eggnog, dog. Now let's get on to basically, if y'all haven't been watching the news or anything like that, Arby's and Buffalo Wild Wings owner is buying Dunkin' brands.
Dude.
So Friday, it is acquiring Dunkin' Brands Group Inc. for $11.3 billion, including the Dunkin' Brands Depp that Inspire will be taking on. Because you know Inspire Brands own Buffalo Wild Wings and Arby's. And what type of sandwiches are y'all looking for?
The maple bacon chicken wing sandwich, bro. Like maple bacon donut chicken wing sandwich.
I want a jelly filled donut. Just take the jelly out and just fill that bitch up with roast beef and cheddar cheese. You know what I mean? So
It's
you
like a
bite
Hot
into
Pocket.
it. Hell
Well, the
yeah.
crazy thing about it, who knew
Arby's
Dunkin'
Hot
Donuts was
Pocket.
losing money like this?
I didn't, man, nigga. As often as I go to Dunkin', I go to Dunkin' like down there every now I won't say every day. I go like every weekend. I'll roll over there.
Yeah,
And
here
who-
supporting
I got-
Pokemon Go and Dunkin' Donuts,
Hell
bro.
yeah,
I wish I had your
I
money.
got stock in
And
this
who
shit,
knew
cuz.
Arby's was making this much money? Like, I didn't know Arby's was making
They got
money.
the
off
meats.
it.
I thought they were
You
going
heard,
bankrupt.
you heard James
I
Earl
did
Jones
too.
on the commercial? James Earl Jones on the commercial. We got the meats. Like, nigga,
Dude, I found out
He be doing the commercials?
that's
Nah.
Ving Rhames.
Oh.
I thought it was James Earl Jones too. And I look at it's Ving Rhames that does the commercials for that.
That's
Did you
Ving
know that?
Rhames?
Yeah.
Wow.
I searched that shit the other day. I was like, why's
That's
James
why I
Earl?
get sleepy after I eat a goddamn
Yeah.
Arby's sandwich, because he come up right behind me in the couch and put me in a chokehold like baby boy after he said that's that itis.
You eat that 2 for $6, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. That 2 for $6 chicken sandwich and that gyro is good
Yeah.
though, boys.
That's why I always end up waking up in the middle of the night, butt ass naked, making Kool-Aid. It all makes sense now.
That scene in Baby Boy when he walks in with him and his mom doing it, man. That
Bro,
part
he
makes
did. He's
me
an
laugh
African
so-
squat thrust.
That part makes me laugh so bad every time.
Hey,
Oh.
shout out to Ving Rhames. Shout out to Arby's, man.
Shout
Shout out to Dunkin', because I can't wait to get a fucking the 2 for $4 bagels and then just swap out that cream cheese with horsey sauce.
So the whole thing, Inspire Brands, which is based in Atlanta, they own Arby's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Sonic,
King
Bruh.
Von.
Jimmy John's, Rusty Taco, and
The hell is Rusty
they're trying to
Taco?
get into the breakfast segment. Like, I guess Arby's wasn't doing good with their breakfast, but that's interesting. That's very interesting. Like,
Rusty
Well,
Taco
Wendy's had a
sound.
pretty
Rusty Taco
successful-
sound like a sex movie you do in Tijuana.
I wouldn't even try no tacos by Rusty.
Rusty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It shit sound dirty, bro. It sound like something like you go when
Hey,
Rusty
it sound like
when you
hey,
go.
y'all remember on that movie Don't Be a Menace, and they was getting that food and dude was it was in
doing
that
the sexy
dirt.
shit with the food.
Yeah.
Get the butter,
man, I got
got the
these
butter and the
cheese
candle, and it's like
No, he was pouring dude was pouring gas. It was before they was going to jail and Bernie Mac showed. It was before Bernie Mac showed up. You remember that part?
oh, you
Phase
talking-
Young Love.
Yeah.
That's the type of place Rusty's remind me of. Rusty Taco. That's what I could see Rusty Taco being.
Yeah. I mean, is that or just something like you jump the border, go to TJ, and then like in the seedy side of town where all the shady shit go.
Yeah.
Go to Rusty Taco, and it's really a strip club.
Hepatitis C comes free
Hey man.
at the
That's
Rusty
crazy.
Taco. All right.
Hey, let's get on to this last topic before we do a quick commercial break. Let's get on to Johnny Depp leaving Fantastic Beasts franchise.
Bullshit.
You know what?
Go ahead and talk about that former B scripts.
Go ahead.
Apparently, because he lost a defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard in England, because they've had a thing going on since they filed for divorce, saying that he was abusive and all that. And he had his own, proof that she was attacking and beating him and everything like that. To begin with, that the judge ruled, of course, in Amber Heard's favor, and
typical.
He's still fighting a $30 million lawsuit with Amber Heard, as well. And he made a pretty cool statement on Instagram saying, he's not going to be done until he clears his name and everything like that. And it was hand typed, signed, written by him. But yeah, I don't know, man.
It
that
sucks
just
because
seems like a crazy white person situation where two crazy alcohol drinking people got together and some crazy stuff happened, and then one's trying to call foul on the other. Kind of like
that sounds like love to me.
Joe Biden fixed the election.
Sound like love to me.
Hey, that's like a bunch of music videos I've been seeing lately.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro.
But he had to prove, because she was she was recorded saying that she was lying about the whole him hitting her and all that shit.
Yeah.
So you would have thought that was an open and shut case and shit.
Recordings are admissible in court if they're not known to be recorded at the time, because that's counted as entrapment.
Ooh.
So
damn,
it's some bullshit.
Somebody went to community college law school.
But
I learned that from J.G. Wentworth.
No, I've just had enough drama with relationships in courts.
It's my money, and I need it now.
Yeah, it's just amazing that they're married for 3-4 months, and all of a sudden she wants a divorce and $30 million, and then he beats my ass, by the way. I'm just gonna say, and I'm not, there are victims of abuse and stuff out there. I'm not downplaying that, but Johnny Depp's case, I'm not saying this just because I like Johnny Depp. I'm saying it because I've looked and seen it.
Hey, be careful what you're saying, man. We do have female viewers.
I know we do, and I'm saying
most of them are female.
Plenty of women actually get abused and stuff, and somehow stay in relationship.
If you look, someone said, a wise man said this: if you stay in a relationship that's everything done wrong with you, you deserve everything that's happening to you. It's your fault. That's what a wise man said.
I mean,
if you can leave a situation, leave it.
I mean, some people are codependent, though. You know what I mean? Some people,
they get beat into their head that they literally
like
aren't
Stockholm syndrome kind of shit, bro. Yeah. And then they think, it's not that bad, and it really is.
Yeah, look at Beauty and the Beast, classic Stockholm syndrome.
True.
Yeah.
He didn't beat her to our knowledge.
I'm bring up Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast.
Be our guest. Be our guest.
She wasn't a guest, though. She was pretty much a hostage. Be our hostage. Be our hostage.
Exactly. And then she's like, Beast, you better go back to the Beast. I like that Beast D better than this normal man D anyway. I'm like, damn, this lady's messed up.
That's that Rusty Taco.
And with that,
hey, man, we're about to hit the 45 mark. So let's get on to this commercial break now.
All right, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
And back with the news. It's the Unintelligent Graduates.
Okay. All right. Sound like a news reporter. But let's basically get on to this election already.
I know, right?
Let's get on Trump Tater and Mr. Christ. Sleepy Joe.
This is a race between the rich granddad, the nice granddad with the good church candy, versus that mean neighbor that won't let you get your ball out of his yard.
That's my ball now.
Yeah,
it's mine because I said it's mine.
And I'm hoping that nice granddad wins because he got that Werther's original caramel candies and shit.
Hey. I swear to God, whoever wins gonna get a lifetime freaking sponsorship.
We already know who gonna win.
Oh, we already.
It's just someone is bound to not let it happen right now.
Is the writings all over the wall,
though, bro? If he figures out some way to undo all them Biden votes, there's gonna be like World War III.
Well, you already know our boy Bernie Sanders. He said it word for word what happened. You know, he was on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Uh-huh. And basically the Vermont senator said, first things first. You know how he do his little hands. Yeah. First things first. You know, the polls, they go show up first. And Trump gonna be like, it's over. I've won. Congratulations. I'm your president. Thank you for reelecting me. And then, but wait, the absentee ballots will come in and he's gonna be like, it's fraud. It's fraudulent. And he's gonna lose every state.
This is the guy that the Democrats didn't want to run for president. The guy that literally could foresee the future.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I was going for Bernie.
I rock with Bernie.
I went for Bernie the first time. You know what I mean? But when they pulled the rug from under him, and then it was like I had to choose from either mean auntie and the old man that won't give me my damn ball back. I was like, well, fuck, I guess go to.
Hey, they said the J for Donald J. Trump stands for jail.
Jailbird. Donald Jailbird Trump.
Hey, he doing whatever he can to stay out. He's doing whatever he can.
Stop the
count.
He's counting.
The count.
He's counting.
His butthole rides on it, bro.
His butthole pucker level is at 98% right now.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, when he go to jail, he gonna sing like a canary, and they do not want that to happen.
No, I guarantee you, bro. I guarantee you, he's gonna leave the country. He said it already. He jokingly, I'm saying this shit with air quotes, listeners. He said that if he doesn't get reelected, he's going to leave the country because he doesn't know how he. That's the most
American presidential thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, because he said he can't stand to live in a country where he lost to the worst candidate in history. So he's going to leave the country. But we know why he would leave the country is because the fucking lawsuits are going to be piling in. They're already piling in on him now.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, he lost one of his stronghold, which is Georgia.
So when we last reported on our, you know what? Yeah, when we first started reporting, like on the beginning on election night, on that quick episode, he wasn't winning Georgia at all. I mean, Biden wasn't winning Georgia at all.
No,
and he wasn't winning Arizona at all. So between now and
he wasn't winning Michigan either.
Yeah,
I told my buddy on Facebook.
Or PA. Pennsylvania was that was a win for him too. And then in between that short amount of time, all those states flipped over except for North Carolina. And
my buddy on a Facebook comment, even like, just wait for the write-in ballots. It's going to change the percentages by about 4 to 6%.
I'm not gonna lie, nigga. When election night, I went to bed sick. Niggas stomach in knots. I wasn't feeling good at
like
all.
I said, people was fist bumping at work. All the Trump supporters fist bumping at work. Yeah, you know what they were saying under their skin.
Shut the motherfuckers up now.
But the whole thing about it was the whole thing that messed Trump up. Trump told all his people, go to the polls, don't do mail-in ballots. Mm-hmm. He said, don't do mail-in ballots. It's fraudulent. But what did Biden? Biden did say, everybody do mail-in ballots. Don't go to the polls. Everybody.
He said go to the poll. He said go to the poll if you can. If you can't, go do the mail-in ballots and stuff. And that it worked out in his favor, like, because what ended up happening, it was a red. It wasn't a red wave. It was a red mirage.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I'm hearing. Like the news keeps saying it's a red mirage. I was like, what the fuck is a mirage? I was like, oh shit, yeah. You thought you saw fucking water up ahead. There's more sand, nigga.
See, my thing is this though about the election system, about it needing to be fixed, is with the popularity vote. There needs to be an electoral college designation for the popularity vote as well. To me,
I think take it out. Take the electoral college out.
No, I could see why electoral college makes sense because you have certain bigger populations than others. But the popular vote should play a part. They show the popular vote just to show it. It should play a part in the election also.
There should be 30 electoral college votes for the popular vote itself.
I feel like the popular vote should at least pertain to, like, you know how every state has a certain, like, 16, 15. Popular vote should at least have, like, 15 to 20. Because that plays a big part. If you have the most votes, period, you should at least have 15 to 20 points at it.
I see what you're saying.
I feel like the popularity vote should be just as much as Texas or the other big states.
It should be something like that because basically you have the most votes, period, out of the whole country, and you should get points for that. Why is it showing just to be showing it?
That's what I'm saying.
It's pointless. It's like pointless to have the popular vote.
Well, I mean, the popularity vote, whoever wins the popularity vote, of course, in that state then has the electoral college people then cast their ballots. I think is how I understand it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the popular vote is the whole vote.
I thought it was nationwide. I thought it was like nationwide.
No, popular vote is nationwide.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Popular vote is nationwide. That's the whole thing of popular. That's why I was, because I ain't gonna lie, I never understood it till I actually sat down and watched the election crap. And I was like, why the freak they got this popular vote on the side that's not even pertaining to the electoral vote?
Mm-hmm. It's like, now, my funny thing is like, I pointed this out to y'all in a meme saying, you know, a president would only think a vote is rigged if he knew how to rig the vote.
Yeah.
He would only be claiming it's that rigged already. I mean, if people remember back to 2016 and how everybody was saying that vote was fixed, yet you didn't hear Hillary Clinton counting for recounts and all that stuff.
She conceded.
Exactly.
As soon as the electoral votes were in, she conceded and she backed out.
So what scares me is that President Trump may have figured out a way to fix the votes
with the Supreme Court.
He's calling foul on Joe Biden.
Well, the whole thing about it, they're doing a recount in Georgia because I already know Georgia's Republican state anyway.
Well,
but they said it's not much of a high margin to the point of they can recount it.
If the vote is over 50%, like say right now at this point while we're talking, the vote stands at 49.4% Joe Biden, 49.3% Trump. Mm-hmm. If Joe Biden took the lead and it was over 50%, there won't be a need for a recount. So
I was reading the thing about something about voter fraud, about like states that had more people voting than their census showed the state had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I had to laugh about this because most of the states that had the highest ones were actual states that Trump won, like Texas and other things like that. Yeah. So I'm like, them trying to claim that doesn't even help them in their case.
The fucked up part about this whole deal with 45 is he's wanting them to stop counting in Pennsylvania, period. But he wants them to keep counting in Arizona. You can't have it both ways, you know what I mean? Just because you're about to lose.
What did Trump tell to say? If I win, it's legal. If I lose, it's illegal.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, do I have to pay extra for you to pee on me? Because that's what the Russia got on him with them pee tapes.
What's R. Kelly got to do with this?
Hey, I tell you what though, Kanye West, hey, he conceded, man. He said he already got his sights on 2024. All right,
you both live in Tennessee. I'm gonna ask y'all, what the hell's wrong with y'all folks in Tennessee? 10,000 votes to Kanye West?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Hey,
I saw that. My wife told me. She said, 10,000 people voted for, and I'm thinking, it's got to be Florida. No, it was in Tennessee, man. I'm like, for real.
Oh, it's that coronavirus from the Titans getting to him, bro.
I saw that fool on the ballot, bro. I saw that fool on the ballot, and I was like, for real, though?
Yeah, I couldn't take it seriously.
I didn't even know who his vice president. I didn't even recognize the vice president.
I think it's Michelle Timball.
Yeah, who the fuck?
She's whatever. Like a pastor or something.
Biden, click Biden. That's what I did on mine.
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm gonna be real. I kind of like Jo Jorgensen. She sounds kind of straight.
Oh, you talking about the independent?
Yeah.
Candidate.
She
was messing the vote up in Pennsylvania, bro. Like, I'm like, damn, she's taking up a good amount of votes.
I mean, most independents got some good ideas too, man. It does throw the vote out, but that's what democracy is, and
I've never figured out why Bernie Sanders didn't just go to the independents, whatever, after he whatever.
Because he wouldn't get that
support. Loyal.
He won't get that support, man, if you go to independents.
Well, actually, he'd be taking support away from the Dems.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that too.
You hurt the cause if you do that. So it's ironic and karma's a bitch because when John McCain was alive, and I feel during the election, I didn't hate him as a candidate because I was voting for Obama at the time. It was I realized I had more respect for him when he did his concession speech. And he was talking about unity, and he said he's going to work with Barack Obama.
That's the best thing you have to do, man.
and he showed that it is not about me, it's about the country. And then,
I felt bad for McCain though. If he would have ran against anybody besides Obama, I really think he would have won.
He would have won.
Because I actually was like, man, I really like this guy.
Because I mean, he was a war hero and all that shit, bro. He's like, he had everything.
And he got tortured, though.
Yeah, he got tortured.
And then the people they elected 2016 elected Donald Trump. Donald Trump called him a loser for being caught and tortured. Yeah. And they still elected that fool.
I said, dude, he's talking mad shit about this dude. And even when he died, he was still talking shit about him. So guess what? I find it very fucking ironic. Arizona flipped. And then when
and you know, one of the reasons Georgia flipped was because of Clayton County. And you know who's from Clayton County, right?
Yeah.
John Lewis.
Yeah, John Lewis.
Yeah.
And that was another thing that I was trying to say, because John Lewis, his name slipped my mind. When he passed away, he couldn't say not one nice thing about John Lewis.
Yeah, that was so disrespectful. That's why I could never rock with Trump after that.
And I find that shit ironic again, that fucking Georgia's flipping on them. And these two states they have never voted Democrat in about 20 to 30 years. It's crazy. And it's because
they laughing from the grave, dog.
The bully politics don't work, man. And yeah, them motherfuckers came from beyond the grave. Like
motherfuckers out here power washing the wall while we trying.
It's like, hey, bro, it's like when you're playing Call of Duty and you throw that grenade and then you get dropped and then that motherfucker comes to your body and then your grenade's still there and it blows their ass up too. That's what John McCain and John Lewis did to this dude.
Hey, but also, Joe Biden officially break Barack Obama's record for receiving the most popular votes in history.
I don't think it was Joe Biden. I just think enough people hated Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, that plays a big part.
And that's why Biden got so many votes.
Yeah, it is.
It should say something about the country where enough people just hate their president so much that there's going to be a world record turnout to vote for the other guy that a lot of people didn't even like. Like, there's a lot of people like, man, it took a lot for me to vote for Biden. Like, it's like I almost didn't.
I mean, there's shit that I didn't like that I did not like that he did. Like watching his old videos and
I watched some of his stuff too.
He did like the crime bill and shit.
And you know he was against and he was against like. I watched the video years ago. He was against the segregation. He was against that.
Yeah, like busing and shit. He was against all that shit. And
he
said, now, I think
he apologized for it.
On both of them, he's apologized. And he's even went as far as to say, well, the crime bill was a mistake. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's just.
But I hated Trump that much.
Sadly, him being elected, though, isn't even going to matter that much because the Democrats couldn't gain more control in the other elections that were going on at the time. That's the big story everyone's missing. Everyone's like, Biden can't get elected because he's going to do all this crazy stuff. I was like, how? When the Republicans are still running the House pretty much and all this other stuff.
Republicans run the Senate.
Senate, that's what it is. But either
Republicans run the Senate and the Democrats run the House. Basically, the Senate is the number 2 to the House. Basically, it goes through the House first, then it goes through the Senate.
Mitch McConnell's still there, and and I'm like, man, like
I thought Lindsey Graham was gonna get booted,
when he was going for re-election, man, that sucker started turning on Trump, man, because he already knew how people was going to be.
You know what? The big takeaway from all this shit is that both parties underestimated the minority vote. Democrats underestimated the Hispanic vote by lumping Hispanics into one big group.
Dude, I was just grilling my wife about this.
And it's like you can't. It's like Asians. Like in the Asian community, Asians aren't just one lump sum. Sorry, we're not just Asians, motherfuckers. Hold on,
man. Why you putting me out there like that, man?
You put him out there like a few weeks ago. Tell him about your people, Jay.
Tell me about my people.
These ain't my people. Shit.
But like, it's not just.
I know
Asian
there's a difference, though. It's like when they say
we got
black.
Chinese, we got Koreans, we got Japanese, Filipinos, we got Malaysian. It's so many of it. It's the same thing with Hispanic people. You got fucking Mexican people. You got Cubans, Puerto Ricans. You can't lump them into one corner and just say that's the Hispanic vote and then try to pander to them. That's why a lot of Hispanic votes went to Trump. And then the same thing on the flip side with black people.
Ooh, let's get on to that, man.
Republicans were doing that shit with the black people, not taking the black people serious and shit.
They said black men shift slightly toward Trump in record numbers. Polls show this is by the CBS News, man.
I don't know, man. I think Atlanta would say they would beg to differ.
Well, they said 80% of black men supported Joe Biden. That's down slightly from Hillary Clinton's 82% in 2016, but significantly down from Barack Obama's level of support among black men in 2012 and 2008. And he had like 96%.
Yeah, I mean, that was obvious, though.
But to be real, it was still, I only knew one person that voted for Trump. If I knew other people that voted for Trump, they was too ashamed to say it.
I know one person. I know one person that probably would have voted for Trump.
Hey, they was talking about, man. They was getting money for that, dude. They was getting
just watching motherfuckers like Wayne, Waka Flocka, Lil Pump. It was like Bizarro World.
You see, 50 flipped over. 50 Cent flipped over.
Yeah,
Chelsea Handler had to show him some booty or give him some booty or something.
But you know what? Shout out to Atlanta. And shout out to the Get Your Booty to the Polls campaign.
Ironically, I mean, Trump and King Von got flipped in Georgia in the same week.
Man, too soon.
What?
Too
wow.
Soon. He got the death note, man. He got the death note. I'm telling you, bro.
Hey,
wow. Death note.
Oh, don't hate me. Don't get at me about that. It's whatever. I felt like.
Who's that tall, shadowy figure behind you?
I want to know who trying to get in a fight in the club when everybody should be celebrating like, hey, Trump gonna be on his way out. That's what I'm saying. That's where y'all fucked up.
He was playing Street Fighter Go, man.
Give me something. That's where they all fucked up. Like, what? Why get in a fight when we should be celebrating all motherfuckers? No, I'm gonna keep it G-rated in here.
But
so when you think they're gonna be finished counting?
Not today.
Gonna be like 2023.
You know the crazy thing about it? Like Pennsylvania got done counting 1 million, and what did Nevada get done counting? Like 4,000, 6,000 or something like that?
It's some shit like that.
You keep reading all these places like the Postal Service found 6,000 missing ballots, and I'm like, okay, they keep trying to claim you found missing ballots. That's one thing, but they're all sealed and stuff. So who would you even know they're for?
Yeah.
So why you could have been throwing away Biden votes? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but this dude he's been setting this shit up from jump. He's been trying to set it up to where it worked in his favor in the end by putting that fucking clown in charge of USPS. And thinking that was going to help him out. And then he kept for months just crying about mail-in ballots it's going to be fraud. It's going to be the biggest fraud case in history.
Since when is mail-in ballots? There's been mail-in ballots with
There's
every
been no evidence
election.
of that shit. Every news, even Fox News, surprisingly, has said there's been no evidence of any kind of mail-in vote fraud. Am I saying that shit? Man, words are hard as hell this morning. Mail-in voting fraud. There's been no evidence of that shit.
Jay, tell us what Anderson Cooper said,
bro. Hey, I love watching when motherfuckers get real, and there's been a couple moments in this election when motherfuckers got real. Anderson Cooper, dog, with a straight face, was saying, "This is our president." He's like an obese turtle on his back, flailing in the sun. Waiting to die.
He said like that, dog. As getting on him.
Bruh. It was insane, bro. And I kept having that visual, and I just kept thinking this fucking turtle on his back. Like, a turtle on his back with a fucking
somebody
wig.
Help me. I can't be a Ninja Turtle if I'm stuck on my back.
Your boy, Trump and Pence setting it up, dog. They sending out emails. They sending out emails, man. The Democrats will try to steal this election, just like I predicted from the start. Mail-in ballots are leading to chaos. He's saying, if you believe in me, if you're loyal, fight back. You know what that fight back means?
Praying outside of the counting places.
Yeah, like in Arizona, in was it Phoenix or whatever?
Most ridiculous.
They was outside like protesting, saying stop counting. Some motherfuckers got assault rifles and long guns. It was crazy, bro. Motherfuckers are like really in the streets trying to protest with guns and shit. It's
sad, dog.
Bananas.
But can we just say it's over?
It's OD, bro.
It looks like it's over, but man, this might take the 2023 to figure out.
In Pennsylvania, the lead went up to 49.6% Biden to Trump's 49.1%. It's done, and that's like 99% of the vote has been counted. Nigga, it's over, dog.
Dude, and Biden's 77, so he'll be in his 80s before he's out of office.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I'm hearing Trump in the Trump circle. They were reporting that he would be more likely to try to throw in another campaign for 2024.
I heard
what from Russia. Good luck.
From Ukraine.
yeah. You leave the country and then try to. Yeah, that's gonna.
It's insane, man. This dude, they're like with politicians, especially when it comes to when it related to the presidency, motherfuckers have been very graceful about their entrances and their exits. This motherfucker is just going kicking and screaming. Kicking and screaming and crying. His last, like day before. No, go ahead, my bad.
The most Trump thing Trump has done in his presidency, the epitome of Trump, is calling the election well before it was over on national television, and then now being embarrassed for it. Like, that's Donald Trump in a nutshell.
He just came in and said, "We won," and then 24 hours later, they're cheating. Yeah. He sound like a dude on Madden that be winning by like 10, then all of a sudden he losing by 3 in the second half.
Hey,
that's why I don't play Madden no more.
Charlemagne said it was like when you're up by 21. He said rather than take your loss or hand the control over, he cut off the game.
If I can't play, nobody can, motherfucker.
Exactly, bro.
Like, the game, dude.
Nah.
Fuck this shit.
I need out of here
now.
They cheating.
Cheating. Fuck that. You can't play if I knock this TV down, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
I'm gonna throw this console out the window, cuz
he's tripping, bro. He needs to just get his shit together. And
they said he's losing it, man. They said he's losing it and he's panicking, dog.
He's in full panic mode and he doesn't like it. And he went like the day before yesterday, he came out. Like Biden had a presser first, and his presser was pretty much just be patient. We have a good feeling about this. We think we may win, but we need to make sure all votes are counted. And fucking Donald Trump, he didn't have nothing planned, and then he did an impromptu presser right after him because I guess Biden can't be the only one on TV. And then this motherfucker turned that press conference into a therapy session. He's like, motherfucker, I got the talking stick. I got to say what's on my mind, and everybody's cheating and nobody loves me, man. Dude, take the L.
Hey,
bro, like,
of course nobody loves you, man.
Biden's been through some stuff though. I found out in 1988 he survived a brain aneurysm, had brain surgery for it, and then had surgery on the other part of his brain to stop an aneurysm that was happening.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, 1988.
Dude, he's gone through some shit, bro. He lost his wife, his daughter, and
I thought he was married now.
He's remarried after his wife died. Like he was, like, and after like hearing his story, I kind of have more respect for him too. Despite how he voted in the past, is like his wife died, his daughter died in a car wreck, and then he was Well, his son died late, like way later. But he was raising his sons by himself, and then he met his wife Jill, and I think he kept asking her like multiple times from what they were saying, and she eventually said yes. And then they had their daughter, and then they had this family, and then his son got cancer, and then his son died. So he's gone through some shit. So he know, and that's why when he talks about when he does his corona pressers and shit, I feel more connected to him because I know he knows what loss feels like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with Trump,
he also know how to talk too.
He know how to talk, bro.
He basically what he's saying is we need to unify no matter if you're Republican or Democrat, we're still one country. He know how to talk and know how to lead, dude.
I'm just excited for 4 more years of Jim Carrey as Joe Biden on SNL.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good.
Ooh, yeah,
it's gonna be so good. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some Alec Baldwin pop in every now and then.
Oh yeah, but
it's another thing too. Right before I went to bed, it was another thing that had broke out in the news was that another Trump aide, or I want to say. It wasn't Secretary of State. I forgot. It's motherfucker. He's in charge of the cabinet or some kind of shit.
He ended up.
No, he got COVID.
Oh,
another motherfucker close to the president got COVID and shit. And it's just adding salt to the wound and shit.
Man, might as well clean that whole house down. Though you gonna have to clean the whole White House down.
They're gonna have to send
it. Dude, I hope y'all lose tomorrow, man.
We got a bye week.
Bye, Felicia.
Then we got a bye week. Then we play the Giants again, bro. We got 2 bye weeks in a row.
Is that 2 bye weeks? Hey, they might as well just give y'all the win.
Hey, bro, we gonna win the division at 6-8-1. I'm calling it right now. 6-8-1. The Eagles gonna win the division.
You heard it first. If not, he got that death note.
Switching topic, dog. Let's get on to Al Roker, man. Al Roker reveals he has prostate cancer, dog.
Yeah.
He shared Friday on Today's show that he will undergo surgery following a prostate cancer diagnosis. So, man, how do y'all feel about this, man? I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know nothing about Al Roker until I watched The Proud Family. That's when I found out about Al Roker.
Damn, for real? I mean,
yeah.
Never watched the morning news.
You
never saw his happy big old fat ass back in the day. But this is his weather. I'm about to point out it's gonna be sunny over here, and it's gonna be kind of cloudy over here.
No, I knew about Al Roker from The Proud Family. I thought
he was live right now.
Yeah, I lost some weight, and that now everybody loves me.
Bro, so every time when I was getting up in the morning, especially in school, bro, like my dad would have that shit up, and then Al Roker every time, and I'm hoping he's gonna say like there's snow in the goddamn fall. Like there's gonna be some snow in Tennessee, and nope.
Gonna have some snow right here in Tennessee today. And back over here, I'm gonna be sweating my fat ass off on the camera.
But it's sad, man.
It is sad. It's sad because everybody loves Al Roker.
I hope he gets through it, man. Because
I liked him on The Proud Family.
You said it already, motherfucker. You having a fucking relapse?
He said it's like he said it's. What are you having, an aneurysm, cuz? Damn. Joe Biden, get him your surgeon. Hey, but either way, but yeah, man, everybody loves Al Roker though. Like, I mean,
Al Roker cool. He cool. I shout out to him. Thoughts and prayers. I hope he gets through. And I hope it's a successful surgery, and then hopefully the treatments they get in remission because cancer sucks, man.
Said it's slightly aggressive.
He said slightly aggressive. And that's
everybody in the world's been hit with cancer. Like they know somebody has had cancer or died from cancer.
I lost my grandmother to cancer, man. It's no bueno.
My dad had prostate cancer. Both my grandparents on my dad's side died of different forms of cancer.
Yeah.
Which is
great. My family.
My wife's mother died of cancer when she was about 30. So
it sucks, bro.
Yeah,
but yeah, I hope he really pulls through, man. Because we need some happy. We need some happy in the morning, in the news.
We do, man. We need him pointing out where it's gonna be sunny and where it's gonna be rainy today. I mean, because if he dies or like shit goes terminal, like I bet you Al Roker gonna start getting real dark with the weather. Like,
bro. No, I'm not gonna do no joke. And no, don't write his name in the goddamn death note.
I won't. I'm just saying, it's just, well, it's looking real dark and gloomy over here in New York today. Like, there's no chance of living. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be like, man, this is sad. I don't want to see this. Like, don't do it, Al Roker.
He's gonna pull through. He'll pull through.
Better. He will. Television needs him. I mean, what's his name from the morning show? Matt Lauer got busted for whipping his dicks out years ago, so he ain't there. All they got left is they got Al Roker now. That's it.
But they got Michael Strahan, right?
I guess. I always thought he was funnier in the Kelly, the Kelly
Clarkson show.
Yeah, the Kelly and Michael show. I thought he had list.
The list, that gap.
Hey guys, I'm Michael Strahan.
Do you ever think he could squirt out the gap?
What did you say, nigga? Get your ass out the car. Get out, trick.
He probably could.
I ain't gonna be talking about grown men squirting on this podcast, but I ain't talking about that. That's why you like The Wire, huh? Ain't it Estes? Ain't it Sir Estes? That's why you like The Wire. You talking about grown men squirting?
Shout out to Omar.
I am out.
Shout out to Omar. All right. Do we have any more news topics? Or we going?
Hey, we done. Hey, we done, man.
We better be done after that.
Hey, we can end that off on a good note, man.
I apologize for this asshole power washing the windows and everything outside of here in the last 40 minutes.
Yeah, I heard that too. I was like, I swore there was somebody
really
outside of my house.
You're going to really hear it when we send the audio. Sound like I'm inside a fucking water park or something here, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, Busch Gardens, motherfucker.
I just want to go out there and throw a rock at him.
Stop it.
I wish I had a pile of rocks in here that were like perfectly round. I just grabbed them.
Conducting business, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's go ahead and end this show right now. Go ahead, B Script. Say what you have to say.
All right, I would like to say a eulogy for the Dallas Cowboys. I know it's been a rough season, and probably my boy Quinn Q could probably play quarterback for them right now, and they might do better. They on their fifth string practice squad quarterback now. I don't know what's going on. I just want to say eulogy for the Dallas Cowboys, and that's all I gotta say.
Where can everybody follow you at?
Oh, everybody can follow me. I mean, you already know bscribs88 on Instagram or Twitter. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. And if you holler at me, I'll holler back at you. I mean, that's kind of how it works. Look at my YouTube, bscribs88, if you want to see my dead shots and dead eye I got.
Yeah, I'm telling you, sir, watch that shit, bro. That shit was very entertaining.
Yeah, I watch your stuff. I
got some more crazy stuff I'm gonna be putting on there today that's gonna make people poop their pants, probably. But Phase 5, trying to get on the Phase clan here, I guess. So it's it's whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Black.
All right. You catch me on Instagram and Twitter at BlackApinoJ. I'm trying to get on the gaming shit too. I just need to get a capture card because apparently since Mixer died, I can't stream from my Xbox anymore, so that sucks. But you can catch us on YouTube at The Unintelligent damn, fucking words are hard as hell today. You can catch us on YouTube at The Unintelligent Graduates. You can find us on Twitter at The Unintelgrad and on Instagram at The Unintelligent Graduates. Thank you guys for listening and giving us a feedback. I did find out what was causing the audio to be so low. So hopefully this episode you guys can hear us a little bit more clearer.
All right.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hey, you can follow me at Sir Esters on all platforms. And like what Black said, I'll say it for you again. You can follow us at the Unintelligent Graduates on YouTube. Instagram, the Unintelligent Grads, on Twitter, and we also have a Facebook, and we're also having a Patreon with B Scribs over there. And
getting that all figured out for y'all.
Yes. And also, I got a quote here by the good old Al Roker. Basically said, there's no quick fix. At the end of the day, you still have to do the work to maintain your weight. It can't be a diet. You have to change your life. So,
Al Roker.
So take that into consideration, and always know, hey, you're a graduate.
At home.
You're a graduate all the time. You don't have to have no college degree. If you're bettering yourself every day, you're a graduate. And you might say we're unintelligent. Well, that's your problem, because this is our show and we're going to do what we have to do. And the Unintelligent Graduates, and we're out.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey, I real talk. I thought he was going to do some. A quote from Al Roker is, "It's going to be sunny over here and it's going to be rainy over there."
Kiss my black ass.